Well, good afternoon. September the 8th here at BRS, Old Bear's Rod Shop. Still on the old Dayton. This going into, I guess, part 7. And got a little bit of a hiccup and a little bit of a slowdown here on the restoration. Not much, but one of the first things is I ordered a new gear. And just very, very little light chatter and wear, but you know, going this far, might as well to do it. So I ordered new gear, and that's at bandsaw.com. And I missed the deal that said it was a 15 millimeter bore, not a 19. And here's a keyway cut in, and of course it's gonna have to go back. Let's pull this bushing off the top. And this one is pinned, and it's a 19 millimeter shaft. Same gear, same 20 tooth. And if they don't have one, I looked on their website, and the salesman over there is really working with me well. He is very, polite, and they're looking to see if they've got this gear for this old Dayton. If they don't, I'll end up having to probably bore this one out anywhere about 3 millimeter, and then cut the shaft down and put a keyway in it. But right now I think we're negotiating, and he's looking right now. That gear was probably more common in the earlier 60s, 70s than his new ones, and everybody started cheapening up and going. Now it is a wider gear cluster, so when I matched it up with my spleen on the other part of the worm gear, it is all right. I'm going to have to do some shimming if I have to continue with that gear. But today's culprit was, let's look through this bore and this bushing. Now this little old bushing had a severe wear on the inside. The OD is fine. Took me a while to go through a bunch of different tools here in the shop, and let me get this shaft out here. You can see where neglect from not using oil but using like graphite grease, that's what I found packed in there. It ate away at the main shaft, and it's a 1/2 inch true diameter shaft. So I'm going to have to turn this down and bush this, and try to end up with another impregnated bushing, like this one. But Mr. Pratt has several over there, and I'm going to go back to him and see if he's got one that is a 3/4 by half. And then that'll save me a whole lot of trouble. But these little bushings are tough. And what I tried first was down here, I made an adapter to the slide hammer. And I used the reamer. And then I also used a 9/16 by 12 pitch thread tap. And I was going to go inside there and tap in there and then use that slide hammer to just pull that bushing out. Heck no, that sucker right there is tougher than diamonds. It would not cut a thread in there, and I absolutely had a 27/64 drill bit that I was going to use and just take it all the way to the casting. I said, nah, that ain't going to work. I don't like to get in there close to the casting, so I took a 5/8 bit, and it pulled that thing with this freeze off, spraying that bushing, and I sprayed it 3 or 4 times, and then I stuck that drill, and she come right out. Now, that being said, I've got something that, and it's a perfect finish here on the OD, so that was a relief when that thing come right out of there. And there was no room for a puller to get back down in there. And here is all the little miscellaneous tools that I pulled out. I got Grandpa's old Brown and Sharp inside calipers, and had to use the line bore. Yeah, set up it on a 1/2 inch, and man, just, you know, I got half the shop here sitting in front of me. And so if you ever run into a situation that you just get frustrated, those inside bushings, they can be a booger. Now I'm going to go back in here, even though it's all freshly painted, since this had been packed with grease, which was wrong. It should have had oil in here, and I'm going to be using the Willys Jeep differential gearbox oil that is friendly with yellow metal. I've got to go in here on the back side of here, and there is a place that Dayton, for some reason, had a place for a grease zert. You pull out the Allen and you grease it. It needs running oil. So we got all the new parts, and but today's agenda was kind of late in the day. It was nice to get that bushing come out without any damage, no fracture to the casting, and then I've got to make a new gasket here. Neoprene gasket and lid, and I'll probably even actually cut in a little sight glass. But when this thing is tipped up, it only has a few ounces of oil, so that's probably overkill. And I see a lot of them that have a sight glass up here. Don't want to really overfill this. You want it, when it's setting up, it should be filled just right to this lip at about probably 4 ounces, I think they say, 4 to 5 ounces, and then those gears actually pick it up and sling it onto the main shaft. So, all right, guys, just wanted to do a little update this afternoon. Nice Texas weather today. We're a comfortable 84 degrees all day. Man, it's about time, and I hope the electrical bill starts going down, and we can start enjoying some cooler weather. Y'all come back. This will be part 7. We'll talk to you. Bears Rod Shop, we're out.